Good Monday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversation Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Well, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new week, which means it's a brand new opportunity for you to do something amazing, and it all begins today. Can you believe? We're saying goodbye to the month of December this week, saying goodbye to 2021, and looking ahead to what I hope is a great 2022 for all of us. For today, we of course have your news headlines coming up. We have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and in today's Entertainment Spotlight, you being part of my conversation with husband and wife team, Chucky and Shelby Gregory, discussing their brand, Club Early Bird, and Early Bird Morning Cocktail. Enjoy today's program. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Monday headlines. In international news, Desmond Tutu, South Africa's moral conscience, dies at age 90. Desmond Tutu, South Africa's Nobel Peace Prize-winning icon, an uncompromising foe of apartheid and modern-day activist for justice, died on Sunday at age 90. South Africans, world leaders, and people around the globe mourn the death of the man viewed as the country's moral conscience. Tutu worked passionately and tirelessly and nonviolently to tear down apartheid, South Africa's brutal, decades-long regime of oppression against its black majority that only ended in 1994. The blunt-spoken clergyman used his pulpit as the first black bishop of Johannesburg and later as the Anglican Archbishop of Cape Town, as well as frequent public demonstrations to galvanize public opinion against racial inequity both at home and globally. Tutu became a towering figure in his nation's history, comparable to fellow Nobel laureate Nelson Mandela, a prisoner during rule who became South Africa's first black president. Tutu and Mandela shared a commitment to building a better, more equal South Africa. Upon being president in 1994, Mandela appointed Tutu to be chairman of the country's Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which uncovered the abuses of apartheid. Tutu's death on Sunday is another chapter of bereavement in our nation's farewell to a generation of outstanding South Africans who have bequeathed us a liberated South Africa, the South African president said on Sunday. In national news, COVID-19 variant disrupts holiday travel, but not shopping. The latest COVID-19 variant is upending holiday plans for tens of thousands of travelers, but it didn't do much damage to holiday shopping. Airlines canceled hundreds more flights Sunday, citing staffing problems tied to COVID-19, as the nation's travel woes extended beyond Christmas, with no clear indication when normal schedules would resume. But shoppers shrugged off the Omicron variant, and holiday sales rose at the fastest rate in 17 years, according to one spending measure. Omicron is likely to slow the economy's unexpectedly strong rebound from last year's coronavirus recession by disrupting travel and discouraging some consumers from venturing out. The variant could also add more heat to already simmering inflation by forcing shutdowns at factories and ports, delaying shipments, and driving up prices. A full reopening of the U.S. economy will be delayed yet again, said Robin Brooks, chief economist at the Institute for International Finance, a trade group of financial firms. But it's not yet clear how deep the hurt will go or how long it will last. For now, the variant is playing havoc with travel. More than 700 flights entering, leaving, or flying within the U.S. were called off, according to the flight tracking website FlightAware. That figure was down from nearly 1,000 on Saturday. More than 50 flights were already canceled for today. Delta, United, and JetBlue have blamed the Omicron variant of the coronavirus for staffing shortages that forced cancellation. In more national news, despite supply issues in Omicron, holiday sales rise 8.5%. Holiday sales rose at the fastest pace in 17 years, even as shoppers grapple with higher prices, product shortages, and a raging new COVID-19 variant in the last few weeks of the season, according to one spending measure. MasterCard Spending Pulse, which tracks all kinds of payments, including cash and debit cards, reported on Sunday the holiday sales had risen 8.5% from a year earlier. MasterCard Spending Pulse had expected a 7.4% increase. The results, which covered November 1st through December 24th, were fueled by purchases of clothing and jewelry. In business news, federal program offers cash to cover COVID-19 funeral costs. As of December the 6th, about 226,000 people had shared in the nearly $1.5 billion that FEMA has spent on funeral costs that occurred after January 20th, 2020, the date of the first confirmed case of COVID-19 in the U.S. And finally, in entertainment news, Spider-Man surpasses $1 billion globally in second weekend. Peter Parker's good fortune continued over the holiday weekend as Hollywood prepares to close the books on a turbulent 2021. Even with some mighty competition from new Matrix and Sing movies and rising concerns over the Omicron variant, Spider-Man No Way Home stayed in the #1 spot and netted a few more milestones too, including crossing the $1 billion mark globally. That made the top 5 movies over the weekend. Number 1, Spider-Man No Way Home with $82 million. Number 2, Sing 2 with $34 million. Number 3, The Matrix Resurrections with $12 million. Number 4, The King's Man with $6 million. And number 5, American Underdog with $6 million. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's on time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Mary Ellen, take it away.
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Take time today to acknowledge your growth. Regularly take time to recognize the scope of your many accomplishments. What did you learn this year or in the past few months? How will you do better in the future? Intentionally contemplate your progress instead of languishing in your past mistakes. Look closely at your life to see how you can achieve your future goals. What do you do to bring yourself pleasure or have some fun? How do you show your joy throughout your day? Remind yourself of the insights you have learned through time. How is your life different now than in the past? We are all changing from day to day, month to month, and year by year. Create a list or keep a journal to list your strengths, weaknesses, and future plans. Make sure you include facts about how your future plans will come into existence. Your now moment is simply a reality you created through your choices, passions, and diligent work ethic. Today, congratulate yourself on your successes as you enjoy the day.
Chucky and Shelby Gregory are featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight. We're here on Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with Entertainment Spotlight. Chucky and Shelby Gregory, the husband and wife team behind Club Early Bird and Early Bird Morning Cocktail, joined me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about their journey. Here's a bit of our conversation.
Chucky, I want to start with you. When I was prepping for this segment, you guys are celebrating a big milestone, over 50,000 customers for, of course, Early Bird Cocktail. What has it been like for you to see the way that people have been responding to the product?
It's been really surprising and really fun. Yeah, we basically created a product for ourselves to, give us the ability to easily wake up in the morning, and get stuff done, and, didn't really know what to expect from it when we actually created it as a product. But yeah, it's kind of taken on a life of its own, and the community is just insane.
Shelby, did you feel like, as Chucky was saying, this started because of the two of you, which I think the why is always the great part of the story. But did you believe from the very beginning that if you all benefited from this, that other people would as well?
That's kind of one of our biggest things, was like we wanted to make a product that we actually believed in and that would actually work. So that's why it actually took us longer to formulate, just because we wanted something we could stand behind and that we think it would benefit other people as well, rather than just us.
Shelby, I want to stay with you for a second, because another thing that was really interesting to me, and again, I think this message is going to be so important for our audience, even someone who's looking to start something new for themselves as we're heading into the new year. One of the things that's on the website at clubearlybird.com is it said that when you guys were getting started, you were determined and nothing was going to stop you. Do you think that attitude also contributed to you all not giving up along the way?
Yeah, for sure. So we've owned businesses in the past, and it's kind of give us the motivation that we need to actually push us forward. And we just wanted a product that we could truly believe in, and when we had that made us give us the motivation that we could stand behind this and push forward.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversation Daily News. Prepare to get on tomorrow's more news, Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversation Daily News today. Let's make today amazing. Take care.